Hey everybody, this is Bonnie Barker with Bonnie Bay Crochet, and had a little bit of trouble. Had to refresh the screen a couple times to get this going. So not sure what's with that. Let me go ahead and fix this a little bit. It's a little bit too much. A little too much there. All right. All right. Well, welcome to Friday Fun Live. I'm Bonnie Barker with Bonnie Bay Crochet, and I owe you guys something. Once I get this settled, I owe you guys a song. So I wanted to, it's my way of saying thank you for your generosity with the super chat. We reached the goal of $100, and that has already been sent on to Rancho 3M, which is a children's orphanage and Christian school near Juarez, Mexico. It's in a very iffy part of Mexico, and been there. It's a wonderful place. They're doing a great work. Well, I'm going to recycle a song from the past. I'm going to have to take a look at the music as I do this as well. It's been a while. Don't get a lot of practice time these days, all these excuses. But I'm going to go ahead and start with the song, and then I'll jump in and say hey to everybody. All right? All right, here we go. This is inspired by John Lennon's song, Imagine. Of course, I took great liberty with the words, and I hope this resonates with some of you all out there. Imagine a house that's self-cleaning, just sitting craft all the day. Every stitch is aerobic, losing weight as you crochet. This is my dream world. Unlimited yarn budget, no more coupons to find. Imagine hooks that don't go missing, giving me a fit. Everyone knows the difference. I'm sure you can finish this with me. Between crochet and knit. Yeah, this is utopia. Imagine all your classes overflowing with waiting lists. You know that I'm a crocheter, and I'm not the only one. Please pour me a Pepsi Zero, and I'll get this throw done. Imagine no more frogging, perfect stitches in a row. No more losing loops in knitting, and my knitting is fast and not so slow. Imagine all your gauges, perfect on the very first try. You know that I'm a crocheter, and I'm not the only one. Bah. Sorry about that. Got distracted. Please pour me a Pepsi Zero, and I'll get this throw done. Last verse, I promise. Imagine a YouTube video for stitches you need to know. Having a hard time today with no commercials. It's called the Watch Channel. And the internet's fast and not so slow. Imagine all my projects completed before Christmas Day. You know that I'm a crocheter, and I'm not the only one. Just one more Pepsi Zero, and I'll get this throw done. All right, enough torture. I probably should have looked at those cords a little closer, but let me go ahead and put this up so it doesn't fall over and get injured. Yeah. All right. And that is my new travel guitar. I got just this past week. I'm really excited about it. Yeah, I'm excited about that. It's a guitar that if the airline confiscates it again, like they did one time in Colorado, or absolutely splinters it to bits, I'm not going to be too upset. I mean, I wouldn't be happy about that, but it's not, it's not as expensive as some of the nicer ones that we have here. So, but it does have a really nice sound. So I'm really thankful for that. Thank you, Taylor Company, for making such a nice intro guitar. I really appreciate that. Well, let me go ahead and say hello to everybody. Oh my goodness, a lot of people in the chat. Let me go ahead and get this to the live chat so I get it in the right order. Linda, Brad's mom, great to have you in the chat. And she says, good morning, Bonnie, Hannah, Becky, and all my dear yarnies from cloudy and rainy Southwest Chicago suburbs. Please don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. God bless all. Thank you, Linda. And thank you for just a reminder of that thumbs up. Stephanie, great to have you. Miss Wanda Gordon, glad that you can be here. And she says, beautiful day that the Lord has given us in North Carolina. Praying all here are doing well. Thank you, Miss Wanda. And Susie Pop's Creation says, another week has been fast forward. Hope everyone is doing okay. Yeah, these weeks just turn boom, 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 one into the other. And before I forget, let me make mention, next Friday is kind of iffy. I'm going to be, the plan is, you never know what's going to happen. But my current plan is to be in Georgia this time, helping my daughter, one of my daughters. So I don't know. I might be able to go live. There might not be a quiet place to do it. So I'm just not sure. There are going to be little tiny people around. And we'll just have to wait and see. So I'm going to play it by ear. I will let you know through the notifications if I do go live. So anyway, just wanted to throw that out there just to my faithful friends who are here every week. I just don't want to disappoint, but I need to be able to broadcast from a kind of a quiet place that's not going to be topsy-turvy like having little children can be. All right, Angie, great to have you with us. Good morning to you. And Ola Joe, the Crocheting Sailor, glad that you could join us. And Diane from Estero, Florida, she says 85 here today. Oh my goodness. Diane, I'm looking forward to getting into summer this week when I head south. I know it's going to be, I think, in the 70s, close to 80. So I'm not going to mind that. It's going to be weird wearing t-shirts again, but I'm willing to make the sacrifice. Anyway, I'm glad that you can join us. And Brenda Sweet Apple. Wow, what a great name. She says, hi, everyone. My first live with Bonnie. Well, Brenda, I'm so glad you could join us. My sister, my one and only sibling, is also named Brenda. So that's a really cool name you have there. And Donna Squeaky too. That's cute. Says, I'll be lurking while crocheting. Great to have you with us, Donna. And Brenda says, I'm from Newfoundland. Wow, Canada. That's excellent. Beautiful, beautiful place. Beautiful country you have there, Brenda. I enjoyed getting up on the Eastern Atlantic provinces this past fall, and it was wonderful up around PEI, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia. It was wonderful. First time that I was ever there. And Brenda also says to Donna, almost finished a throw, then got one to finish that was inherited to me, and they want it finished for his daughter's wedding in August. Wow. Sounds like you are serving the family well there. And Heather says, good morning. We'll be driving and listening. Hope all are well. Well, just stay safe, Heather, um, as you're out there driving. And Jackie, good, or Jacqueline, thanks for joining us. Says, good morning, all. Won't be able to be in the live. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. I really appreciate that. And just to let you know, still praying for you, my friend. Um, hope all is well with you. And Sandra Harper joins us. Good morning, Bonnie, Hannah, and everyone from Southern California. Welcome, Hannah. I'm sorry, Sandra. And Kathy, great to have you here. And Sherry and Jesus Joy 7. I'm glad to have you in our chat as well. She's caring for everybody and says, this is the glorious day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice. Amen to that. And Diane says, hello. Diane here from New Jersey. All right. So we've got coast to coast crochet live chat here. And Jesus Joy 7 says, for all that we are in cold, rainy, snowy weather, only a few more weeks of winter. You'll have a wonderful spring. Yeah. I'm going to be getting an early spring going. I'm just bypassing the Maryland version of it, and I'm just going to Georgia to serve. I will be serving, I promise. And then on to from there to South Carolina. Going to go north to South Carolina, and towards the middle of the month, I won't say specifically when, it doesn't, I guess it really doesn't matter, but my mother-in-law will be celebrating her 97th birthday. That's where our administrator, wonderful bouncer, Hannah, is greeting you from. So yeah, thank you, Hannah. Hannah, I'm sorry, I forgot to notify you in advance. I just realized that I hadn't done that. I was looking at some things with Hudson and kind of lost track of time. So thanks for your forgiveness there. And let's see, we have Sherry and Carol and the Corn Dogs. Carol G and the Corn Dogs says, good morning from Northern California. Great to have you, Carol, and your corn dogs. And C Buck is with us. I don't normally ask for prayers, but for those that do, I need them. My father passed. Okay, I'm going to write this one down. Because I'm not going to remember this. Hold on a second. All right. So I'll get back to where I was. Okay, C Buck says, my father passed last Friday evening, and though expected, my mom fell yesterday and broke her elbow. Surgery to come. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry about that. And let me write that down too about your mom. I'm so sorry to hear about that. That's kind of a double hit there, Chuck, RC Buck. Yeah, and that's really hard. Lost my dad, let's see, 23 years ago. Still miss him. Whew, can't even talk about it. Miss him. Miss my mom too. She's been gone, let's see, 8 years. So yeah, these are hard roads to walk, and I will definitely pray that God will sustain you and give you the peace and the strength that you need to be strong for everybody, and to, to get the comfort that you need, my friend. And Lynn Shields, great to have you. Hello. And Stephanie Canales, if I'm saying that right. And Denise, great to have you. And Stitch Mickey says, happy Friday, everyone. And Cynthia says, hey, Bonnie and Hannah, everyone, having a lovely Friday here in Southern Central North Carolina. Hey, Cynthia, I'm going to be passing through your state, probably in the central part, wherever the roads take me. Going to be driving down, probably leaving from Virginia during next week sometime. But anyway, going to make a stop in Virginia and then just head straight on down. And Amber says, good morning from Louisville, Kentucky. Good morning, Amber. I've got a lot of great friends in Louisville, Kentucky, one of my favorite states to visit. And again, thank you, Hannah, for just being in the chat and doing such a great job for us. And Denise, thanks for taking care of C-Buck and And Jesus Joy 7 the same. Thank you for caring for one another. It's what I love about this group. It's such a great caring group of people. And Hannah helps us to keep it that way, keeping us safe from the bots and the disruptors that would love to come in and disrupt such a great group. And she does a great job helping us with that. And Denise says, hi to Hannah. Hope, pray that you are doing well. Thank you for caring for her, Denise. I really appreciate that. And Kathleen, waving right back at you. Oh, thank you, Jesus Store 7. You're so kind. Yeah, I try. I'm just a frustrated musician at heart. Love to play. I know my limitations. Probably could have worked on that a little better, but there's only so much time in a day. But yeah, thank you for tolerating me on that one. Thank you, Carol and the Corn Dogs. I appreciate your kind words there. And Holly loves crochet. Well, Holly, you are welcome here. We love crochet too, and a few other things as well. But good afternoon to you. And let's see. Okay, I'm going to just skip over some conversation here. We have Grammy Rita. Oh, I like that name. Hello to you. I love the Grammy. That's a cool. I'm a Grammy now too. So it's kind of funny. My children were asking me when before their children were born, like, what do you want our children to call you? And I'm like, they can call me whatever they want. It's up to them. And it's kind of funny how the different, related grandmas in the extended family. Well, I want to be called this, or I want to be called that. And I just said, whatever, whatever they can muster is fine with me. I'm not going to be particular. I'm just glad to be in that camp now of a grandparent. So it's basically grandma, but it's so funny because they have a hard time saying anything. So it really doesn't matter. As long as it's nice, that's all I care about. As long as it's, not derogatory, we're good. It's just so cute to hear them talk. Yeah, and thanks for asking, Jesus Joy 7. Thanks for asking about Hannah's grandma. We appreciate that. And thanks for, just praying for Hannah as she cares for her. As you all know, it's not easy. Um, it's a sacrifice. So anyway, all right, let me see. My thing just jumped on me a bit. Let me see where we are. We have Chanel Page. Great to have you. I'm waving right back at you. And thank you, Kathleen, for your kind word there. And is it Shane or Chanel? I'm not sure which it is. Or but welcome to the chat there. Thank you, Diane. And C-Buck says, so many thanks for your prayers. My name is Chris. Okay, I'm probably not going to remember that, Chris. I will try. But I've got a Teflon brain when it comes to words sometimes. But he says, my mom is Eileen, if that helps with your intentions. You know what? I'm going to write that down. Maybe that'll help me. Because if I'm praying for it regularly, it just may stick. And you're, okay, Eileen, is that? Eileen was actually my mother's middle name. So we do have a project named for Eileen, which was, in my mom's memory. But anyway, and we have a user. I don't see the name, but you are so welcome here. Hello to you. And Donna says, good morning, Bonnie. I have crocheted 4 of your baby blankets, and ombre yarn really made a difference. Well, excellent. I'm glad to hear. Would love to see that. And for those of you who aren't aware, I love sharing the things that you make, especially if it's one of my designs. I love to put that on social media with your permission. So if you ever have something you want to show me, just send it to me, bonniebay@me.com. The email is in the video description, easy peasy. I'm the only one who sees that. And if you give me permission to share, and a lot of times, just to let you know, sometimes people may share them in Facebook comments, and I'll ask them if you could send me a picture, because oftentimes if I try to share the one with permission, if I try to share the one that's already been compressed down to a very small amount of pixels, then if I share that as a post and expand it, it's just really fuzzy and you don't get to see the beauty of what you've done. So that's why I ask people if you could email that to me, and I would love to share it. I just really appreciate that. I don't have, a social media person working for me. I'm it. So, and for the record, I know, uh, just for clarification, some of the postings may sound kind of, dare I say, boring or just random or just, oh, she says that all the time. Well, it's because I'm writing it myself. I generally don't use, I'm going to talk about something here kind of serious. I generally don't use AI. I'm not totally against AI where it can be helpful, as in doing talk to text and stuff like that. But I just don't want it to sound phony baloney. So I just, with my limited brain, I just type them up off the top of my head. So just to let you know, yeah, I could use AI, and I've seen what AI can do to it, but it just doesn't sound like me when they promote something. So, and speaking of AI, this is primarily for those of you who are probably new to my channel. Um, and this is going to sound negative, but this is more like trying to tell you, oh, there's a cliff over there, don't drive off that cliff. This is what I want this to feel like, not a I'm just being negative. Okay. About 4 months ago, I put a video. It's on this YouTube channel, and I did put the link in the video description of this video, um, featuring books like this, which are totally AI generated. And the reason that I'm mentioning this, um, and let me just say, do not buy these books. Do not waste your hard-earned money on these books. You will not be able to make anything that you see on these covers. It's not possible. The books are garbage. And you can see how little time they put into the back cover. I mean, that's a sign that someone's just throwing this out, just putting some interesting code words into an AI generator, and then they publish this book. The pictures are not possible. They're all AI generated, and this is not even crochet. It looks. I'm not even going to get into it. The video that I'm telling you about does go into great detail on these two books. This one even steals, yes, I'm going to say the word steals, the main title, Celtic Cable Crochet, of one of my books. I do have a book. Where is it? Um, mm, mm, mm. Okay, so I don't have it with, oh yeah, I do here. Okay, it's right here. You see this book was published in 2016. Celtic Cable Crochet. Well, they took the same name, Celtic Cable Crochet. Of course, there is a subtitle which distinguishes it, but come on, folks. Come on, AI. If you're so smart, come up with a better title. Come up with a different title at least. But anyway, okay, I'm going down the wrong path here. Don't buy these books. And the reason I put this out there is, if you're not aware, somebody actually commented on that video, and there's another book I'm going to warn you about. I tried looking this person up. This person does not exist online except as the author of this book. And the person that I've been in touch with through YouTube messaging, is the book is garbage too. So I'm going to show you a picture of it. It's called Amigurumi Safari by Zachary S. Anderson. Okay, so get a good look at this. Okay, if you're into amigurumi, fantastic. I personally am not, just because there's so many other better designers out there. Don't get this book. Okay, this is another one of those that was generated, and you can tell by the way the colors are just very brilliant, colorful, and almost unnaturally so. Especially the one down here. I know this is a printed off of from my printer here, but it's just another one of those signs that it's not going to be good. So anyway, I just wanted to point those of you who weren't aware that there are, some books out there like these that are just it's a way of stealing money from you and not giving you your value. I will say these are still on Amazon, but they have like a very terrible review, and a lot of bad reviews are there, which is good, just to warn people about them. If you are going to buy any crochet books online, I encourage you to support creator. I'm not saying just me, but just support the creators that you know, the authors, the crochet and knit designers. There are a lot of excellent ones out there, which is why this is bad, because these books have been displacing the real ones. They're no longer displacing the real ones when I look them up now, but that just could be because I've looked them up so many times to verify and check. But anyway, just a little bit of bitter bad news, just to stay on your toes. Things are not always as they appear. Okay. On to some good things. This week, I did release the Wisteria scarf. Okay. It features a new cable. Well, it's using cables that I've done before, but this is a 4-stitch column instead of the 3, and this is a 4-post cable, and it just runs, in between and around, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and it's trimmed with 2-stitch basket weave on each side. So if that's something you're interested in, you can use, it's one of those things where you can use any yarn. And I'll point to this one behind me. This is the same design using a DK weight yarn, a thicker yarn. It's going to give you a wider project, more of a stole. You can even use yarn from your stash. That's a number 4 weight or worsted weight. It's going to be a thicker stole, but if you like that, or a super scarf, go for it. It's really, really fun. And when is it? Coming March. Did I put the date down? Okay, 2 weeks from last month. It's about a week and a half out. I'm going to go ahead and move this. In about a week and a half, not this coming Monday, but the Monday after that, the Wisteria Throw, which is right here, is going to be released. It's the same stitch. There is no basket weave on the side. I'm using ribbing instead, and it is a nice size throw, more of a standard. I think it's like 45 by 55 or something in that ballpark. Of course, you can always make it larger or smaller by adding, I believe the multiple is 13 on this one, but I'm getting into the weeds a bit. But that will be coming out, like I said, in like a week and a half. Let me get the date. This is bugging me. I didn't write the date down. Okay, date. When is it? Okay, it's the 16th. All right. That's the day before St. Patrick's Day. So yay. All right. Oh, thank you. Is it Phoebe Lala? I was duped. She said, I was duped also by AI pattern. It was a sewing pattern, however, but a mess in the end. Thank you for posting a warning about AI patterns. My pleasure. And thank you for the $20 super chat fee. Let me go ahead and write this down in my computer so I don't forget this, because this will go towards our next donation. The next donation will probably go to Shriners Hospital for Children. Okay, we haven't given to them in a while, so I'll probably do that. But thank you so very much for that. Oh, there's my contact lens, for that kind donation. Let me see. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody here. Okay. And we have Jane is with us. Great to have you. She says, I've made it. Hope everyone is well. Thank you, Jane. And MIG12 says, good afternoon, Bonnie. Missed your last Zoom on the Watch channel. Hoping life doesn't get in the way by the time you have the next one. Many blessings. Well, thank you. Yeah, I have not scheduled it for this month yet. I can't believe how fast March like they say, march in like a lion, out like a lamb, but we'll see. It definitely came in with some snow for us, and now the snow is all gone. Guys, yesterday I was driving home from Costco with my frozen blueberries and my rotisserie chicken. Of course, you got to get a rotisserie chicken when you go to Costco because I mean, $4.99 for a chicken that'll make 3 or 4 meals for us is a no-brainer. Anyway, driving home and the weather was just so nice. I ended up just even putting the top down on the car. It was so much fun to do that again. We're back to rain today, so filling up that well in the front yard. So yeah. Esther, good to have you in the chat. I hope you and the baby are doing well, my dear. And the user C says hello from rainy Michigan. Well, yeah, rain here too. It looks like a lot of us are getting the rain, much needed. I know in a lot of areas. I hope Colorado. My friend in Colorado says they need rain. I hope they'll be getting some too. Thank you, Hannah, for again interacting with everybody in such a great manner. And is it Franklin Mimi? I like that. Says, I love hearing you play your guitar and singing Imagine. This is my first time here. Judy from Texas. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Judy. You're so welcome here. Love Texas. Been there a couple times. Would love to go back again, preferably in the fall, not in the summer. But yeah, it's great to have you. And thank you for the kind words. And let's see. And Esther says she's doing well. Hope you are as well. Thank you. Thank you, Esther. And Denise says, may I please ask for prayers for my son again? He went to the hospital Wednesday, had an injection of radiation and bone scan to check on the bone marrow of his right hip. Thank you. I will, Denise. You've been on my prayer list continually for that very thing for your son. And I will just continue. Thank you for the update. I really, really, really appreciate that. And let's see, do I have anything else? I may actually end a few minutes early today if I need to. But the Celtic Sampler Throw, let me go ahead and talk a little bit about that. In case those of you who are brand new and haven't seen this, this is kind of for the adventurous crocheter. But I'm also saying if you are a confident beginner and you're not afraid of making mistakes, dig in, have at it. It starts here, and then you learn all sorts. I'm not going to name all the stitches. They're like more than around a dozen stitches, but there's a lot to learn. Wavy cable, which was a lot of fun. Honeycombs. Some wandering cable, and get a little bit of review with this series of stitches. And again, the Saxon cable at the end. You can look at the videos on this channel. They're going to be there for a long time. It is a 3-video series. Technically, I guess the Crochet Along will be in progress indefinitely. But all of the videos, all 3 videos have been released. And for those of you who want to start, it's never too late to start. There's not a hard, hard deadline either way. Hannah, I forgot to bring up that. Hold on, sweetheart. I forgot to bring up your. Hold on a second. Let me bring this over here. Click on this. I'm sorry, Hannah. I forgot to bring you up here. Yeah. Okay. I got that. Yep. Got that. Okay. Okay. I've got your other questions now. So I'll get to those in a second, Hannah. But anyway, as far as the Crochet Along goes, it's never, ever too late to join. Now, for those of you who want to start this, the pattern is available both at Etsy and at Lovecrafts. It takes approximately 4,600 yards. That's 4,600 yards of your favorite worsted weight yarn. If you want to make it smaller with DK weight, you certainly can, if that's the primary type of yarn you like. I use 23 skeins of Paintbox yarn, simply Aran. You can use your favorite worsted weight yarn. There is a Facebook page that I try to check regularly, set up for this project. You don't have to join. It's not a requirement or anything, but if you want to see some of the questions people posted and the responses, that could be helpful to you. And the main thing is I am collecting photos for a video showcase that I want to compile, and I want to have this ready for the latter part of April. So I'm setting up a tentative deadline of April 10th to receive those photos. And in order for them to have the best possible resolution, what I'm asking people to do is to email them to me at bonniebay@me.com. Again, the same the same email address that's in the video description below. So if you can do that for me, that would be fantastic. You don't have to do that, but if you're willing to contribute to that, that would be great. And I will try to air that at the latter part of April. Okay. And Hannah has sent me a question from Donna. Says, are the patterns that are in the Leisure World, I guess you mean, okay, Leisure Arts books, available for individual purchase from you? No, they are not. I'm sorry to say. And what she's talking about here would be, let me bring some of these up. I have many, see, not that one, many Leisure World. Now I got me saying it. Leisure Arts leaflets. I have like 8 of these. These are the small ones. And I have, let's see, 1, 2. Okay, I don't have all of them here. There's an Aran Afghans leaflet. There's self-striping, and there's also super scarves, and there's also noggins and necks is another one. I don't have the permission to do that. This was really those contracts were at the very beginning of my crochet journey, and what happens when you sign a contract with publishers is you basically give them the copyright rights to everything. You're paid for them, you're paid for that. But so no, I don't have the permission to sell them individually because I don't own the rights to it. I guess you can it's easy to understand that. There are people online that may be selling them illegally. I try to nip that in the bud when I can. But yeah, I do not have permission to be able to do that. I can sell you a copy of the booklet, and I sign those before I send those out. So if you're interested in that, you can check out my Etsy store, and there is the link for that also in the video description. I hope that answers your question. There's another question from MMig12. Oh, thank you, Hannah. And Jewel, thank you so much. Jewel, thank you so much. Just donated $20. Wow. You guys want to hear me sing that bad again? No, I'm just kidding. Thank you so much for your kindness there. Let me add this to the list, because if I don't do it now, I don't remember these things very well. Okay, I got to do it right away. Okay, so we're up to $40. Yay. So we're on our way to the next song. And the question from M. Mig is, do you think a sport weight yarn is good for making this scarf you are wearing if I'm a beginner with crocheting cables? Absolutely. Yeah, as a sport yarn is a number 2. It's close to this. This is actually a number 1, or a fingering weight yarn. For crochet, it's very thin, which I kind of like using fingering weight yarn because you can make some really nice wearables that aren't real, super chunky. But a number 2 sport weight would be close to that. So definitely, give it a try. It might be just a tad bit wider, maybe an inch and a half wider than this one, but you should be good to go. And question from Jean Kelly. I would like to make the Celtic Sampler Throw, and I'm wondering if it is really heavy when stitched with the worsted number 4 yarn. Yeah, I mean, definitely it's yeah, it's definitely got some weight to it. But all my throws stitched with worsted weight with the cables are kind of like that. I mean, it's just yeah. So if you wanted to make it lighter weight, you can always, go down to a DK, but just know that it's going to be a little bit more narrow and not as long. If you're okay with that, definitely change the size, the hook size if you wanted to do that. But yeah, they're definitely beefy kind of throws. That's for sure. Um, but you're still washable in a washer machine as long as you're not making them 100% cotton, which tends to be very heavy when wet. All right. Thank you, Hannah, for keeping me posted on those questions there. Let me look and see. I have 3 announcements. I'll just get through those real quickly here. Frederick Fiber Festival in Frederick, Maryland at the fairgrounds, April 25th from 9 to 5. I'm going to be having a table there, going to be having most of my books that I have. I'm looking forward to that. I love doing that because I get to meet a lot of you, and I just have the whole day, and there's nothing else to do but to chat, hopefully sell a few books here and there. There are going to be probably over 100 vendors there selling all kinds of stuff, yarn primarily, a lot of indie dye yarn, yarn, gadgets, just all sorts of things there. It's a wonderful show. It has grown a lot over the years, and I've seen it really take off, and it's definitely worth coming to. I believe it's free. I don't believe you have to pay to enter. I could be wrong on that, but if there is a fee, it's very nominal. It's not big at all. And those of you who are in the Maryland, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Delaware area, Washington, D.C., even New Jersey, if you don't mind driving 2.5 hours or so, the Maryland Sheep and Wool Festival is again going to be at the Howard County Fairgrounds, May 2nd and 3rd. And again, that's in Maryland. It's about 45 minutes from my home, and that is a huge show. That's the one where you have absolutely live sheep being shown, and you can learn a lot about sheep husbandry and stuff like that. Hundreds, yes, hundreds of vendors. It's really a bit overwhelming. I when I go to that, I cannot see everything because it's so much and I get tired. Haven't heard about doing a book signing there yet, but if I do, I'll let you know. I haven't heard if they're going to do that this year, but I will let you know. And I'm not going to give you a lot of details. I don't really have a lot of do I have any details written down here? Is that the right one? No, that's last week's. Well, anyway, where did it go? Well, anyway, I wanted to tell you that the Pittsburgh, which they're calling Stitchburg this year, is a go. I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to go grab a book. I will be right back. In my thinking chair like Steve on Blue's Clues. Okay. Found the paper. It slipped on the floor after doing the song. Okay. Pittsburgh or Stitchburg is going to be August 21st through 23rd, and it's going to be at a new hotel in Mars, Pennsylvania. I'm told this is going to be a much nicer hotel. Now, the hotel that we have been visiting in the past was okay. I mean, and I remember somebody kind of not real thrilled with it. And I understand that it's not a brand new hotel, the one that we've been going to, but I think I've heard that this one is going to be much nicer. Remember last year last year it was time for a change. The elevators kind of smelled like burning rubber, like you're at a NASCAR event. So that's never good when you're on an elevator. So I'm glad that we're going to be moving. Oh my goodness. You all are just so generous today. So thank you, Jean Kelly. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. So you brought us up to 50 dollars. Wow. So let me go ahead and put that in. Add that. So 20 plus 20. So we're up to $60 now. Wow. Thank you so much. Let me bring Hannah back in here. Okay. Oh, okay. From Diane, I'd love to know where you got your cabled nails that you have on in the sampler count videos. I need them. Oh, yeah, $60. Thank you, Hannah. Um, All right, let me go over. Let's see. Let me get the. Okay, I think the name. Okay, I think the name is. Let me just go over here and grab something here. She's talking about my nails, which change a lot. I got these, I believe it was from TJ Maxx. And let me see. Let me see if I can even find them. Okay. Let me just verify. Let's see. Okay. I think this is what you're talking about. Let me get this out. Yeah, nothing is ever fast when you're live. Okay, these are nail strips that look like this. Can you even see the texture? I just don't know that it's picking it up. Maybe there. Can you see that? That's what she's talking about. These are just nail strips that I got from. It's a company called. Company's strange name. It's called Dashing Diva. Ooh, and they're pretty good. I was just trying some new nail strips, and they stay on, fairly well. So you may be able to find them at the Marshalls discount, fashion store. Let me put these back here. You might be able to find some on Amazon. Now, the problem with them is it's hit or miss as to which ones they have. And I'm the jury is still out in my mind as to whether I'm going to use them a whole lot. I mean, I do enjoy them. I have some of those on now. They're fun. These I have found that maybe don't stay on quite as long as the Color Street ones, but it's always fun. It's kind of fun to change them around. But I hope that answers your question. So thanks for asking about that. All right, gosh, a lot of questions here. Hannah, you're doing a great job keeping these coming. Okay, from Donna, says, would gradient thread cakes work great with cables? That's a good question. It really depends on how wide the item is that you're making and how long the yarn color lasts. I mean, I've seen some of those that look kind of good, and then I've seen some that just confuse my brain, because as long as the color change is not too drastic and too quick, it could work. That you're just gonna have to experiment with that, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So if it's changing. So the problem with crochet is it does tend to eat up a lot of yardage, especially when you're doing a throw like this, which is a number of stitches across. I mean, you can, yeah, it really depends. I'm really sorry I can't give you a more definitive answer there. And from Diane says, okay, that's the one I just answered. All right. All right. So I hope I got all those questions answered. Well, thank you for all of that. Is there anything else? Okay. Let me get back to the chat and see what I have missed. Oh, wow. Ramona, I think that's the name. Good morning from Anchorage, Alaska. Is that 20 degrees? It's going to be a hot day today. Beautiful song. Oh, thank you. And you all have a blessed weekend. Well, thank you so much. Wow, from Anchorage, Alaska. That I would love to go there sometime. I'd like to visit my friend Barbara in Alaska. I don't know that that's ever going to happen, but it's not like you can just drive up to the door because you can't. You have to fly in. But what a fun thing. 20 degrees. I understand that when it's been so cold below zero, I bet 20 feels good. That's just like when it got above 32 degrees, which is the freezing point here. When it went above that, it's like it felt, like I said before, it felt tropical. Yesterday when it was, I think, 59 degrees, I was getting hot in the car. So instead of running air, so I don't need to run air and waste the gas on that. I'm just putting the top down, let the air come through. And that's what I did. And it was wonderful. I was wearing a jacket, but it felt great. I know my Florida friends might think I'm absolutely lost my mind. Probably. But all right. Yes, we do have a prayer army in the chat here, Hannah. What a great way to put it. And let's see, we've got a lot of people I haven't gotten to. I'm going to try to get to as many of these as I can, but if I don't get to your comment, I apologize. And it's just, there's so much going on. My goodness. We have greetings from Minnesota. Wow. Thank you, Jean Kelly. And thank you, Susie Pop, for the reminder. I'm told by Susie Pop Creations that I need to do a commercial for the watch channel. Okay, here we go. We have a watch channel. It's watch.bonniebaycrochet.com. If you really like my work, if you like cables, and we have beginning stuff on there too. We have beginning to advance, and it's without commercials. And if you join the watch channel, you not only get to watch it without spam or anybody bugging you to buy stuff. There's no pop-ups on the side, none of that, nada. But what you do have is many patterns that can be downloaded as a PDF and at no cost because it's complimentary for being a watch subscriber. Not everything has a PDF because, as I mentioned earlier with the Leisure Arts leaflets, I don't own everything I've ever done because I sold it to publishers. But there are, I know at least 100 designs that you can download, and there's no extra cost in that. So just to let you know, and there's some other special classes on there. You can watch past Zoom classes where I instructed people live, and you do get to participate with our live Zoom that we try to have about once a month. Not sure what March is going to be yet, but we will be working on that soon. So if you're interested in that, you can give it a try. It's $7.95 a month or $79.50 a year. And if you don't like it, you can easily get out of it. It's not like those mail-in things from the good old days where it took you a year to get off the list. It's not like that at all. And if you don't know how to work it, don't know how to say get out or whatever, you just email me, bonniebay@me.com, and I will take care of it for you. So easy peasy. So thank you for that prompt, Susie Pop's Creation. And yeah, Jesus Joy 7 talking about AI said that's so sad and terrible, talking about spam. So AI, another concern we have to deal with. Spam is enough. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, Donna. She's going to send me pictures. I appreciate that. I love the fact that they are 30 by 30, so it's an easy, quick workup. Yes, ma'am. And greetings, Sharon from Belgium. Wow. I need to add that country to my list. And Brenda says, my oldest was married this past February, and I pray one day I will be a grandparent. What a blessing to have so many praying for each other. Yes, it is, Brenda. Well, I will tell you, I had to wait a while. I think it was 6 years after my son got married and daughter. It's 5 or 6 years. before we ended up with grandchildren. There was never pressure from me or our family, because I know, it's not easy making a living these days. It never has been easy, for the record, but anyway. But God always does provide, and He provides abundantly for those who are His own, which is wonderful. All right. Okay. And Heidi, welcome to the chat. And Brenda says, hello, I hope you'll be able to make it happen one day. That'd be great. Yeah, and thank you again, Fiba Lala, for your donation, as well as the other kind people, Jean Kelly and Jewel. Thank you so much. That is really kind of you. Thank you, Hannah, for communicating on that. And Denise says Costco chickens are $7.99 here in Windsor. I get one every time I go. Huh, Windsor, as in the UK? Huh, I wonder where. That can't be right. Is that right? Yeah, it's yeah, I got one yesterday. I'm gonna have it for supper tonight. $4.99, which is amazing. And Jewel taxes is okay. My computer's in the shop. Oh boy. And Heidi says, okay, greetings from Belgium. That's great. Thank you so much. And Hannah, thank you for being the technical help there too today. And Holly, thanks for helping her out too. Oh, Canada, Windsor, Canada. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that, Denise and Hannah. Yeah, I mean, I've been to Windsor, but that's across the pond. It was a very beautiful place too, being able to visit the castle there. That was really cool. And Fiba Lala says, I'm also from Southern California. We so need the rain. Yeah, remember Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Huh. Okay. I've been to Ontario. Was it? No, I've been to Ottawa. Sorry, I'm getting my O words mixed up. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Hannah. Wow. So yeah, Fiba la la la. I hope you guys get some rain out there. I know Colorado can really use it. And yeah, and Hannah's saying that South Carolina also is in need of rain. And Jean Kelly says it's raining in Minneapolis too. Yeah, sweet. And Brenda says, love that throw. I was afraid to do cables, and one day I picked up my hook and did it. Love them. Love the texture and all my blankets. Yeah, I just can't get enough. I've got a problem. I gotta do more. And I can't see DSCHNEZ. I'm not sure how to say that. I actually learned from your YouTube videos from the beginning, so I can absolutely say a beginner can follow along with you with no problem. Well, thank you. I think that's good to know. And I must say, recently on Facebook, probably my biggest generating post was a beginner who did the Celtic cable throw. It's the one that Annie's owns the pattern. It was one that appeared in a magazine years ago. And I got this picture, and it's a beautiful blanket. And she said she had never crocheted before and was able to follow along. And I know some people may have doubted her word. I didn't, because I know, especially if you've ever done any kind of craft, and maybe she's done sewing, maybe she's done knitting before. I don't know, but she accomplished this thing, and she said it. Her words were to the effect of, "I know there are mistakes, but I still enjoyed it." And I always encourage people, don't be afraid of mistakes. It's going to happen when you learn anything. I made a mistake this morning. I mean, working on a song that I knew, and I still, made some mistakes because I got a little bit distracted. So it's easy to do. It's easy to do. And she also said that it did take, for the record, for those of you who are thinking, oh yeah, that even has the Celtic weave in it. Yeah, it does have the Celtic weave in it. But she did it. I'll show you what the Celtic weave is actually. But anyway, she did say that she had to rip out and go to town on that Celtic weave because it gave her a fit. Almost lost her mind over that one. Sorry. And for those of you who don't know what the Celtic weave is, I'm going to show you a design that'll be coming out probably in April sometime. This is the Celtic weave. It may not be super easy to see. Is this section right here? You can see it right here. It's showing up better here in the light that I have going here. So this is an asymmetrical shawl that will be coming out, and you can wear it as a shawl. You can, wrap it around as a scarf. You can do all sorts of things with it. And I was experimenting with doing a smaller one, just a slightly smaller one, with what mohair that I had, and I absolutely love the way this came out. This can actually show you the stitches, I think a little bit better. So you can see the Celtic weave right here. But this is really, really wonderful fabric to work with. This is a lace weight, but I still use the same size G hook as I would with the fingering. And it's I think it's like 60, excuse me, my nose is itching. It's like 65% mohair and about 35% silk. It's a really great blend. When you block this thing, it's kind of like a wad and wear. It's really hard it does not lose its shape once you block it. And this has not been blocked yet, but even if I don't block it, it's fine. You can kind of see the fuzziness. The downside to this yarn, I'm going to do a video on this soon, but the downside to this yarn is if you make mistakes, they're really hard to pull out. And I've actually, I knew the pattern. I had to actually cut some stitches off because I couldn't pull them out. I had to cut them off when I was doing this. And I know the stitches. So I understand the good side, the bad side. It's kind of like a love-hate relationship, but I still love this stuff. I mean, what a lovely scarf. I mean, that this can make, or even a shawl. And it, with the off-white color, it can go with just about anything. So anyhow, yeah, I just wanted to combine that with the Facebook post with the beginner. Yeah, she really did that as a beginner. But anyway, anything is possible if you have the tenacity to stick with it. Although I really wouldn't recommend that to an absolute beginner. But a beginner who's a confident beginner, who's well familiar with all the stitches, I say go for it. Jump in, get messy, make mistakes, have fun with it. Red Hook, great to have you in the chat. Jesus Story 7, it says, oh yeah, the sampler is giving me challenges. Hopefully I will do better because I got my eye shot so I can see better those small stitches. It's fun. Ooh, ouch. That does not sound like fun to get a shot in your eye. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, so I don't think I've missed anybody, but if I did, I really apologize. Well, thank you for the sweet endorsement, Brenda. She says she was a cable away because of the tutorials. Oh, excellent. Okay. And again, thank you for that kind donation, Jewel. All right. Oh, wow. Then, yeah, Jesus Story 7 about the shots. Have to get one every 8 weeks because of my EMD. Okay, I flinched this time. Wasn't numb enough. Ouch. But I'm fine. Thank God. It helps me to see better. Wow. Yeah, my mom had something similar with the macular degeneration. I think that's what that is. I know there are a couple of different types, but yeah, she never had to get the shots or anything. And thank you, Denise. Just, yeah, praying for her. I can add that to my prayer list for you too. Okay, Donna says she just tried purchasing from the Etsy store. I live in Toronto, so there's no shipping to me. I don't want to purchase from Leisure Arts. Donna, you can contact me, bonniebay@me.com. I don't have the Etsy page set up for international shipping because I need to find out how much it is. And honestly, usually it's like 2 or 3 times the value of the book. we have to, pay the post office to get it to you there. So that's why I encourage you, if you could even check on Amazon. If you have Amazon up in Canada, if they deliver near you, you might be able to get it there. So I'm sorry that it's just so expensive whenever we ship something outside the US. That's why I have my store set up to not do that automatically. Um, oh, and Stitch Mickey says, yes, me also. I'm guessing about this yarn says with featherweight yarn wears nicely. Yes, and by the way, this, even though it looks really thin, this is one of the warmest natural fibers like that you can crochet with. You can put something like this on, it's going to keep you just as warm, if not warmer, than a heavier version of it. It's really as warm as that. All right. Yeah, thank you, Hannah, for recommending Amazon. That's kind of what I would highly recommend. And they could probably, yeah, and if you're a Prime member, you don't even have to pay shipping in that regard. Well, I think I'm going to have to get ready to wind this down because I'm actually meeting somebody for lunch today, a good friend. So, um, and Jesus Story 7. Oh, how I would like to go, but those who attend have a great time. Oh, thank you. Um, all right. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna have to skip the rest. I'm sorry, y'all. I hope I'll look through this afterwards in case I missed anything. And Hannah's been really great. Oh, and is it Sever Angel says it was so nice meeting you last year at the PEI festival. My friend Antoinette from Hooking and Stitching Island Style. Oh, wonderful. So glad you could. Yeah, it was so much fun going there. I love seeing new places, and that was so much fun. Okay, the Wisteria throw for Nanogram. I will try to get it onto the watch channel a couple days earlier. I still have to do some final things before it's ready to go. Okay. Um, all right. Well, let me read something to you. I wanted to read something encouraging. Um, I thought this was really good. I sent it to my daughter yesterday just to encourage her. And I also want to thank you. Mentioned a while back about my husband's cousin who received a double lung transplant. And I want to report there have been some ups and downs with that. It wasn't a walk in the park. It was probably the hardest thing he's ever been through. But he is alive. And to let you know, he got to ring the 6-month bell at the hospital, which is a big deal if you can survive 6 months after such a major transplant. So for those of you who've been praying for my husband's cousin, thank you so very much. That's just a huge, huge victory. Um, I wanted to read this. This is, I'm reading out of Beside Still Waters by C.H. Spurgeon. He's one of my favorite of all time. And this is some Christian encouragement. I know not everybody out there is Christian, and that's okay. But I do hope this encourages you. This is for believers, but hopefully those who are not, if you could listen, and maybe this is something you want to consider. This is based on a verse in 1 Samuel 13:14. Yes, thank you, Hannah. And it's called After His Own Heart. And some of you may be able to relate to this. When your faith endures many conflicts and your spirit sinks low, do not condemn yourself. It was David in haste who said, I am cut off from before your eyes, in Psalm 31:22. Yet there is David now in the blessed heavenly choir, for even here on earth, he was a man after God's own heart. There is a reason for your season of heaviness. Great soldiers are not made without war. Skillful sailors are not trained on the shore. It appears that if you are to become a great believer, you will be greatly tested. If you are to be a great helper to others, you must pass through their trials. If you are to be instructed in the things of the kingdom, you must learn from experience. The uncut diamond has little brilliance. The unthreshed corn feeds no one. And the untried believer is of little use or beauty. These are great benefits to come from your trials and depression. And yes, Mr. Spurgeon did suffer from depression. Many people have a comparatively smooth path through life, but their position is not the equal of the tested believer. The one who is much plowed and often harrowed will thank God if the result is a larger harvest to the praise and glory of God by Jesus Christ. If your face is now covered with sorrow, the time will come when you will bless God for that sorrow. The day will come when you will see great gain from your losses, your crosses, your troubles, and your afflictions. From all your afflictions, his glory shall spring, and the deeper your sorrows, the louder you'll sing. I hope that encourages you today. It just encourages me so much. I need this. I need this every day. Well, anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I just so look forward. I hope to see you next Friday if I'm able to broadcast. But again, keep in touch with the notifications I put out. I will try to notify everybody either yes or no on my situation next week since I'll be out of town. But I will let you know. God bless everybody. Bye bye.